Watch us take this to this. This is a Clockley Field 5 multi-fuel stove, which we installed in Warsaw. First thing we did was lay some floor protector down. The customer's already done a brilliant job putting sheets up, as you can see. Once we got all the floor protected, we put our sheet down in front and started knocking out the fireplace. We knew roughly we was going to be getting about an 800mm opening. I think we got about 810, 820 in the end. So we removed all the bricks, took it up to the correct lintel height, which you want to be about 250 above the top of the stove if it's a 5kW stove and you're using a non-combustible beam. But we went to about 300, 310, something like that. We just find the closest course of bricks. We then got the new lintel in, had a bit of a sweep up, went up on the roof, disconnected the gas cowl, and we pulled the liner down from below. Just makes it a bit easier. It was quite windy yesterday, so we decided to pull it down. Once we'd done that, we got the liner outside, gave the chimney a sweep. It looked quite clean, but you can see there's quite a bit of soot come down. It's best practice to always get your chimney swept when you're putting a new flue liner down, even if there's an existing one there. As you can see, 9 times out of 10 gas liners were just pushed down with nobody sweeping the chimney beforehand. There's a new pot and the cowl on the top. I forgot to video. I think I took a phone call when we put the hearth down, so missed that. Sorry about that. We then stripped some of the wallpaper off, and I stuck some boards on the back and the sides while Lucy got the rest off. Once we'd got the boards on, I think we then made the closure plate. We slid the plate in, marked our centre point, got the hole cut. Once the hole was cut, took the plate back outside, give it a spray up, replaced it and got the adapter down, and then we bonded up the chimney breast, ready for the next day. Here we are on the next day, just sorting out the brick slips, setting all them out, and I'll leave you with a little video now of what we took today. I thought I'd do a video on how we install brick slips. I do see a lot of the time when people just brick slip and sort of push them right up into the corner, do all the back first, and then you sort of just get the same joint all the way up on the side, so it's just one joint, whereas we'd like to try and interlock them just so they look like they'd be installed if there's real bricks. You can, a lot of the installers do use the pre-done boards, which are fine, but they just don't look as good or as real because obviously they've just come on pre-cut boards that you have to trim down, and then the corners just butt up against each other and you just get a joint line straight the way down. So I'll just show you here how we do ours, and just find little things like this just to make the job look a bit better. So you still start off on the back, getting your centres, keeping it all level. We check the level every course or so, but you're going to watch as well. They are handmade bricks, so they're all different shapes and sizes. So some of them are bowed a little bit, like that one there. I've got to pop up a little bit. So we'll check that level in a bit. And then obviously you cut all your edges to 100mm, and then so your 100mm, which is half brick, and then you've got your full bricks to go next. This isn't a full brick. Just give it a bit of a wiggle. There's no need to prime the boards because this is, as long as you give it a bit of a wriggle, you get some good contact. And then you should get, I'll get the right one. When you pop that in, you're going to have a joint that's staggered on the corner. So, as you can see there, you've got your 10mm joint there, 10mm joint there, and then so on and so forth all the way down. It just interlocks it quite nicely. I'll try and get a photo or a video when it's all pointed up, but you can see it's like sort of joint there, joint there, joint there, joint there. And once it's all done, it should come out really nice. I'm getting a bit braver now talking onto the camera. Still don't like it because I end up just rambling on. So I apologise in advance if I do talk a bit too much. I think I end up just trying to fill the gaps. So that's worked out nicely. We've literally got a nice joint line across the top. We didn't have to cut anything on the top course. As you can see, what I mentioned earlier in the video, you've got joint, 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 joint. It just links up nice and well. The bricks are still quite dark, they are quite damp, as you can see in the box. The box is soaking. But once they dry out, they'll go a bit lighter. We're going to use a lime mortar on this one as well. Once brick slips were done, we got some 3mm stop bead around the opening to give us a nice finished edge, and it covers the edges of the brick slips. We then skimmed the chimney breast. The way I've edited it, you can't really see that I've put 2 coats on, but here's a second coat going on anyway. We always try to use the speed skim just to get it nice and flat all the way across, because if you don't get it nice and flat, or there's any bows in the chimney, the beam doesn't sit nicely. Once Lucy's done a brilliant job of pointing up the brick slips with a lime mortar, we just went over the chimney breast a couple of times, got it nice and flat and polished. Then we got the bracket on for the non-combustible beam. These are probably the best beams out there, as you've probably heard me say numerous times on the other videos. They're from Focus Fireplaces. I don't think you can get a better non-combustible beam out there that looks so real. Once all that's done, we got the stove in. It's a decent weight as well. It's about 117 kg, I think. Got that in, and as you can see, we'll spray the flue black. We always use a stainless steel flue. It's just a better quality product. And here it is all done. Just lit a bit of cardboard in there before anybody starts moaning, saying that you've got the fire lit too early. We always advise customers to leave it a day or two until the plaster and everything all dries out. But we just got to warm the flue up to do a smoke test. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Any questions or anything, just drop a comment and I'll try and get back to you all. Cheers, guys.